Sound check. Sound check. Hello, everybody. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to Wisdom Wednesday with Sara Mae. I'm your host, Sara Mae. I am a life coach and energy healer and the founder and instructor of Empowered Empath Academy, where I help empaths to release their trauma and step into their most authentic selves so they can live lives based in unconditional happiness and filled with unconditional love. Thank you so much for being here. It is my goal to help as many empaths as possible to awaken to their true selves and to raise their vibration so they can raise the vibration of the planet, raise the vibration of everybody around them. As part of that goal, every Wednesday I come live in the Empath Awakening Facebook group. Soon these videos will also be shared on YouTube. And I share some of my wisdom with you. All winter long, all season long, we have been focusing on having a happy, healthy holiday season and really focusing on keeping our vibe high through this holiday season. Now we are looking at the new year ahead, right? Who's ready for the new year? Put new in the comments below if you are ready for the new year. I know I definitely am. I'm very excited. We have passed up Christmas. We are less than a week away from the new year. And if you're anything like me, you're thinking about the year ahead. So today for Wisdom Wednesday, we are going to start talking about visioning our 2024 and how we want to call things in. Now, at this time of the year, a lot of people are having those similar thoughts. They're putting together their goals, their resolutions, and their visions. Let me know if you tend to make a New Year resolution every year, right? I used to always do New Year's resolutions, and now I've shifted, and what I do is a visioning process. And that's really what I recommend for anybody who's working on manifesting their best life. When we are manifesting, we do not manifest what we want. We manifest what we are. We manifest our own vibration. Whatever we put out there is what we get back. So when I think about goals, when I think about resolutions, to me, that feels like wants. It feels like a checklist, and it's kind of cold and impersonal. It also sounds like not wants. Like, I don't want this. I don't want this. So it like focusing on what you're not wanting and then focusing on what you are wanting, but we don't get what we want. We get what we are. So what I encourage others to do and what I do myself is I create a vision of who I want to be in the future, in the coming up year, right? My goals, my aspirations, how I want to be as a person, how I want to be as a partner, how I want to be as a teacher, where I want my career to go, how I want my message to stretch and where I want it to reach to. I start envisioning these things. And when we hold a vision and we allow ourselves to get to a place of feeling, we become the vibration of what it is we desire. And that is how we call it in. So today we're going to talk a little bit about how we can bring our vision into physical reality to help us stay focused on our vision for the year ahead so we can keep our eye on the prize and move forward exactly how we want to. Who wants to do that? Put vision in the comments below if you're ready to vision. And tell me, what do you think about when you think about vision? When I say we're going to vision the new year, what do you think of? Because we're going to talk about something very specific today. Today we're talking about vision boards. A vision board is a way that you can take your vision. First of all, of course, we want to have our vision in our mind. We want to go there as often as possible. You want to visualize this in your head and have it be a feeling. But this is the thing, when we do a visualization process, we do it for that moment. And sometimes it's hard to carry it in to the rest of the world, right? So a vision board is a great way to take that vision and put it in front of us every single day to remind us of where we want to be in life. There are many many benefits to making a vision board. And today, this is what we're going to focus on. We're going to focus on how we can make a vision board. This is something that anybody can do and the benefits of that. So let's talk first about the benefits of having a vision board. So first of all, a vision board is a huge energetic step in the right direction. One of my favorite sayings is, for every step we take, God takes 10. Taking action, moving forward on your vision, moving forward on your goals is absolutely essential for them to happen. We can sit there and we can vibrate and meditate on them all day long. You have to take grounded actions. You absolutely have to. And a vision board is a grounded action to show the universe that you are serious and to remind you that you about what your goals are and where you want to go and who you want to be in the next year. Vision boards help you to shift your mindset. If you have a vision board, I keep my vision board on my closet in my bedroom. It's right in front of me. When I wake up in the morning, I see it right away. Okay. So you see your vision board right away in the morning. You might wake up cranky, but then you look at your vision board and you remember your goals. You remember what you're waking up for, right? And when you do that, it helps you to shift your mindset. Also, the act of making a vision board helps you to gain clarity on what it is you really desire. One issue that a lot of people have with manifestation is that they don't know what it is they want. They wouldn't recognize it if they saw it. You really need to know what it is you desire, and then start to tune into what it would feel like to have that. When you start looking through magazines, when you start clicking around online and looking for the perfect image of what it is you want, that really takes your focus and shifts it into that vibration. And it really gets you in that space, which it's invaluable. You cannot put a price on that when it comes to manifestation. Which takes us to our next step. It promotes focus. When what you want when what you're working towards, when your vision for your new you is right in front of your face all the time, you are going to focus on that. You're going to remember, these are my goals. Part of stepping into the new you is letting go of the old you. And a big part of that is reminding yourself who you want to be, right? So when you have that vision board, when you have your goals right in front of you every day, you're reminding yourself, I am a successful businesswoman. I am an amazing mother. I am a talented and successful artist. This is where my focus is, and this is how I'm going to behave. And this is what I'm going to put out to the universe. So this is what the universe brings back to me, right? Also, this act allows for reassessment. So you think that you want something, right? But when you start looking into it, when you start researching it, when you start looking at pictures, you realize that's not really the vibe, actually, right? Sometimes when we're looking at it, we think, oh, I really want to, ride a motorcycle. I want to have a motorcycle and ride a motorcycle. But then you start looking into the steps to it and you're like, ooh, well, I really don't have to learn how to do the thing. And then I'm kind of worried about this, that, and the other thing. Like sometimes when you start looking into what you really want, you realize that you don't want it. You just thought that you wanted it. So that is absolutely valuable as well, because we don't want to be moving towards goals that aren't our true goals, right? So when you're looking into it, when you look at the picture, if it lights you up and you're excited, yes. That's something that your soul is excited about. I'm looking for those glimmers. But if you start looking into it and realizing, no, this doesn't really feel like a yes, I'm not shouting for this. This is kind of boring. This is kind of monotonous. Then it's not something for you. Next benefit is it brings feelings of hope and happiness. Right? It allows you to really think of these things and allows you to really dream. It's amazing how many people have given up on dreaming. They've just accepted their lives for what it is, and they don't allow themselves to think out too far, right? But when we start doing vision boards, when we start asking ourselves the questions about where do I want to be in a year? Where do I want my relationships to be? Where do I want to live? Where do I want to work? What do I want to do? It allows us to dream. And that brings us feelings of hope and happiness. Also, the vision board process, like actually making a vision board, it's fun. It's fun. It allows you to be creative, and it's just a good time, and having fun with ourselves, bringing in those high vibes, nothing better than that for manifestation. Vision boards also help you to grow by reminding you that growth is a goal and you have goals. It is so easy to get stuck in the day-to-day. I have a day-to-day schedule that can keep me busy from the moment I wake up to the moment I go to sleep. We have kids, we have families, we have jobs, we have friends, we have all kinds of things that want all of our time and attention, right? And it's so easy to get distracted from our goals. Like I said, New Year's resolutions, people make New Year's resolutions all the time. And the majority of the time, they don't even make it to January. They forget about it because they're busy. It's not time. It's not in their face. They don't have time. But when you put the vision, when you put your vision on a board, when it's right in front of you and you're seeing it, it keeps it fresh in your mind. And you remember and you don't forget because, Sally got a cold or something like that, right? Like you had to go pick up your kid from school, so then you didn't go to the gym, so then you never went to the gym again, or something like that, right? Who's done that? I've done that. I made a whole bunch of resolutions that I did not stick to. That's why I'm not the biggest fan of resolutions. I am a big fan of goals, but I don't think that that's the focus. I think the focus is who you want to be, because getting you into that energy is what is going to bring it to you. Last, it works. Vision boards have been proven to 10x your chance for success. Having it in your face, being reminded of what you need to do, makes you more likely to do it. Being reminded that there's steps to climb, there's a goal to achieve, makes you more likely to work towards it. It absolutely works. When you have a vision board, you are more likely to achieve your goals. And last but not least, and foremost, it really is, as I've said, every single one, it's a reminder of your vision. That's what it does. First and last and everything in between, it reminds you of your vision for the future. Next. So now we know the benefits, right? You get it? Are you ready for a vision board? Do you need these benefits too? Let me see. That's me. I have no idea. Yeah, it's hard when you don't know what to do, right? Imagine if you got in the car, you're like, I don't know where to go. You're not going to go anywhere. You have to have something to plug into that GPS. You got to figure out what you want. Gaining that clarity, it's priceless. Love that. So now we know why we want to do a vision board, right? Let's talk about what we need for our vision boards, right? So you're like, okay, that sounds great. I want all those things. I want to take energetic steps in the right direction and really hone in on what it is I want, realize what it is I don't want, and have something to keep me focused, right? How do I make this thing? What do I need? Okay, so here are 10 must-haves for your vision board process, right? First thing you need is a vision. You got to know what that vision is. You got to have a vision in your head of where you want to be. Somewhere you can go in your head and somewhere you can put on that board, right? So first step, get your vision together, or at least some idea of what it is so you can start digging into it, right? The second thing you need is some alone time. This is something that you want to be able to focus on. You want to get that hyper focus in. You really want to be focused in on where you want to be, what that looks like, and finding the perfect visual representation of that. So make sure that you have some time where you're not going to be interrupted. Alternatively, you can throw a party. Maybe this is something that you want to do with your spouse or with your family or with your best girlfriends, or maybe you have a couple people in your life that are also manifestation minded. They are in the same vibe as you. whoever you're thinking about, if you think that there's somebody that who would benefit from this process and who would enjoy doing it, who it would be fun to do this with, throw a party, do it together, do it with a friend. That's a powerful thing. The Bible says where two or more gathered, God is there. Like, that's who we want at our party. So absolutely, if you have somebody that you want to do this with, do it with them. But if you don't have anybody who's going to raise your vibe and make it a good time, get yourself some alone time and do it by yourself. That is very powerful as well. Number 3, a poster board, right? Make it the right size for you. It doesn't have to be a huge poster board. It could be a smaller poster board. It could be something that, fits in an 8x10 frame that you can put in a frame next to your bed or something like that. But get the right size poster board for you. Get yourself some glue. I love glue sticks because they're not too messy. They dry relatively quick. You're going to want scissors, of course, right? Because you got to cut these things out. You're also going to want magazines, or you can find pictures online and print them out, which can be easier nowadays. I know a lot of us don't have as many magazines and newspapers as we used to hanging around, but you can always find pictures online and print those out for your vision board. You will also need pens, and I love embellishments, scrapbooking supplies, glitter, gems, anything that's going to get you really into the process. I mean, this is a good time that we're having. We're really tapping into our inner child and our creativity. So you might be like, embellishments, really, Sarah? Like, you brought me here for Wisdom Wednesday to talk about glitter? Yes, I did, because that glitter is fun, and that glitter lights you up. It lights me up. If you're a glitter person, glitter makes you happy. So yeah, we want to sprinkle glitter and fairy dust and angel dust all over our vision. Yes, we do. I also recommend playing some music, getting in the vibe. I like me some instrumental music. I don't know. I listen to something on Spotify. It's like now songs that are instrumental. It's very good. But get yourself some music that helps you to focus and get into the vibe, and also get yourself some snacks. Make sure you have plenty of water, plenty of snacks. Like I said, you want to be able to focus in on what you're doing, and you don't want to get distracted. And if you're working and you get thirsty, or you're working and you get hungry and stuff, then you're going to break your focus. You want to have everything right there so you can really focus on the task at hand. Make sense? What do you like to have on your vision board? I like to have glitter. I like to have gems, like I said. I get magazines. I ask in my local neighborhood group if anyone has any magazines they're getting rid of. And I usually get plenty of magazines that way. So I tend to use magazines. Next, what are you going to put on there? How are you going to actually do this? Like, how are you going to put it together? So we got our supplies. We know why we're doing it. We have our supplies. What are the steps to actually putting this together? Okay, so like I said, first step, decide what you're going to bring into your life and what you want to focus on, right? Step 2, choose images that represent those things and images that appeal to you. You want these images to really light you up. When you say, yeah, I want that, like super excited, you want these, right? I suggest that you start by using the larger images and figuring out how they're going to fit, and then move on to layering the smaller images. I do not glue until the end, guys. I don't, because you're going to add words and phrases, and then you're going to move things around. You really want to fill it in. This is a busy thing. You want it to be like an energy explosion that's in your face every time you look at it, okay? So we're going to start with the big pictures. We're going to add on some smaller pictures. We're going to put words and phrases, success, right? You might put millionaire. You might put unconditional love. You might put happiness, right? You might put exciting things you got going on in your life. If you're going to have a wedding or a baby, you could put things on there, right? So put anything that you want on there, anything that causes you. Now, once you think you have it exactly how you want it, take a picture with your phone. And then you start gluing it all together. Once you got it together, let it dry and put it somewhere that you're going to see it every single day. Like I said, mine is on the wall in front of my bed where I wake up and I see it every single day to remind me where I want to be, what I want to do, and what my focus is going to be on. Another thing that I've done and seen done is, like I said, you can get an 8x10, put it in a frame right next to your bed. I also really like to take a picture of it with my phone and make that picture my background of my phone or my lock screen on my phone. So that way I see it all the time. These are all ways that you can get your vision board somewhere that you can see it every day. So who's ready to make their vision board, right? Who's excited to make their vision board for 2024? I know that I am, and I'm very excited to be envisioning my 2024 and what the next year is going to be. I've had an amazing 2023, and I'm very excited to see what's to come in 2024. Now, if you're thinking, like, this sounds great, I love the crafting, I got the list down, I get how to do it, but how do I know? I'm not sure what I want. I mean, that's what Krista said earlier, right? That's me. I don't know what I want. What if you feel like, well, okay, I know how to make a vision board now, I get that, but I don't know what my vision is. If you're wanting guidance for gathering your vision in 2024, I'm teaching a masterclass. I'm doing it tonight. I'll drop a link for you guys tonight. If you can't be there tonight, that's okay. You can get it on the replay, only $24 to get the visioning process for 2024. We are going to go over so many questions, so many different perspectives that we're going to look at, so many questions we're going to ask ourselves: the who, what, when, where, how, of how we want our 2024 to be. We're really going to look into that, and then we're going to do a visioning process together. So if you want some work, if you'd like to start your visioning process with a group of like-minded people, we do, like I said, we have that masterclass tonight, and it will be available on a replay as well. If you're interested, put count me in the comments, and I will DM you to get you in tonight. And if you're watching this on the replay, that is perfectly fine. The replay is up and available in my stand store. And this is a process you could do any time of the year. And I mean, like, yes, we are programmed to do this type of work at, January 1st, but any day is a great day to decide who the new you is and start working towards her. So don't think like, oh, I'm seeing this in October, I can't watch this. Absolutely, you can. Whenever you're seeing this is when you're supposed to see this. So no, there are no mistakes. The visioning process, if you are a part of Ascension Circle, don't sign up for the masterclass. You are the masterclass. Ascension Circle is my monthly membership community where for only $47, you get access to over 20 hours of courses, over a dozen meditations, so many different tools to help guide you on your healing and ascension journey. This 2024 visioning process is part of the Ascension Circle. And if you feel called to work with me on a regular basis, if you know that 2024 is the year that you are going to put energy into your ascension process, into healing from your trauma and stepping into your best life, and you would like support in doing that, I would love to have you in Ascension Circle. This is a monthly membership community where you will be with other like-minded souls like yourself who are also beginning their ascension journey. And we have additional classes and meditations. Every month there's something new, and there's an unbelievable library that you get access to when you join. So if that's something that you feel called to, we would love to have you in Ascension Circle. Also, on January 1st, I'm officially going to be launching for the month of January. I'm going to have a New Year special. It's the 4 seasons package, the 4 seasons 4-pack, only $4.44. This is half off of my regular price. You are going to get 4 chakra sessions for only $444. This is a great way to set yourself up for the coming year. As an energy healer, the question that I am asked most often is, how often should I get an energy healing? And I say, it's up to you, honestly. Everybody has a different answer, but I really feel that everyone should really do a good chakra balancing and check in with their energy at least seasonally. So you want to do it winter, spring, summer, fall, just like the seasons transition, so do we, and so does our energy. So it's a perfect time to get an alignment. It's a perfect time to get a healing done. And if you'd like to set yourself up with 4 sessions, now it's up on my website now under limited time offers. Now and in January is a great time to set yourself up to do so at a great rate. So if that's something you're called to, check that out as well. Thank you guys. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you if you're here live or on the replay. I really appreciate you being here and doing this work, doing what you can to heal yourself, raise your vibration, and raise the vibration of the planet as a whole. I'm so honored to be a part of your path. Thank you for allowing me to do so. I will see you guys next year, right? I love that joke. It's not really a joke. I just love being able to say that. So I will see you guys next year, next Wednesday at our new time, 1 p.m. Central. And until then, namaste.